is when 9 to 5 ends and real talk begins. The After 5 Diaries. The After 5 Diaries.
Hey you guys, welcome to the After 5 Diaries podcast where corporate life meets real life. My name is Funa. Today we're talking about something very juicy, something very, should I call it relevant? You know, I use the word relevant a lot because all the topics I bring to you guys are very relevant, especially if you're in 9 to 5. So we're talking about friendship in the workplace, very juicy, right? And I'm so excited. I have my friend here in the pod with me, my friend Joy, one of my closest friends, to help me unravel this. Joy, welcome to the pod.
Hi.
Hi, baby girl. How
Hi,
you doing?
I'm fine.
I'm so happy you're here with me.
Are you
I've been
sure?
doing this alone, and I'm glad that my friend is here with me today to talk about friendship in the workplace.
Okay.
Welcome, Joy, to the pod.
You're welcome.
Okay, so my name is Funa, like you guys know, and we've joked about it a lot. Like, we as friends, I've known Joy for a very long time. She's one of my closest friends, actually. We've talked about it a lot. We joke about it oftentimes because we know ourselves on a very deep emotional level. So we've asked each other if we can know each other on a professional level, if we can work together as co-workers, as colleagues in the office. Do you think we can? Considering how far we've come and how we've known each other and how we're never serious around each other, do you think we can coexist in a workplace, in a professional environment?
Okay. Honestly, I think we can work together. But it depends on in what capacity.
Okay.
So if peradventure we are working in the same organization but different department, that means I don't get to see you. You're not in my face. You're not in my face every single time.
Okay.
So we just see in the mornings, then evening we go home together. That's fine. Then I complain to you about, my colleagues that are getting on my nerves. I think we can work together. Except the dynamics change, right? Except it's different. Like, I feel that friends can work together. It depends on the foundation of the friendship.
Okay.
So if it's a friendship that started before you guys started the work, the job, right? And the second one is if it's a friendship that began in the workplace.
Okay.
So if I have a friend, a colleague turned friend, right? We like to have to resign because we are friends.
Yeah,
I can't have to resign because we are friends, right? That cannot resign because she's my friend. So, but if it's something that, okay, we've been friends before we got into the job,
Yeah.
so there might be a bit of, let's say, on seriousness, if people are on the same team, right? On seriousness. And also, it depends on the personality of the friend. Because I'm always careful who I call my friends. I don't have a lot of friends. So I'm always very careful who I call my friends. If I notice that you're the kind of person that you thrive in unhealthy competition, I give you space.
All right.
There are some persons that just love to compete even when there's nothing to compete about.
Okay.
Love to compete. So if you have that kind of friend, I don't want to work with her in the same place.
Yeah.
But if I have someone that is, that has a very clean heart, a pure heart, and tells me, if, for example, me and a friend, or I'm in a particular position, right, and I have a friend, and she is in that same, position, I feel she should come and tell me and say, oh, Joy, I also want this managerial role. And me too. Let us apply whoever God gives. No problem. That is healthy friendship. But when one person goes to apply behind the other person, and you're like,
And
okay,
do not communicate
I'll be like, what's going on?
about it.
Are we strong? Is it a power tussle?
Yeah.
Right? So I think it depends on the kind of person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I quite agree with you, but I was just really like thinking about you and myself on a particular job. I know you've mentioned a lot of things. You've outlined some things conditions that could make us work together. But the thing now is, I'm concerned, like, if we happen to be in the same team, or we've known each other before we joined the corporation, the institution, and we happen to get the same job. We started out as interns and we got promoted. We've just been growing on the same pedestal.
Yeah.
We're just colleagues growing together and everything. And then I happen to get ahead of you, or you get ahead of me. How far do you think that friendship would go? Would the friendship suffer, or would the work suffer? I believe it's actually a question I'm asking you, and I think, in my own opinion, I think friendship, especially depending on kind of emotional connection you guys have and how far your friendship has come, there are different kinds of friendships. If I really, really call you my friend, like you said, there are people you call your friend, your friends. It's not everybody that has
Yeah.
that can take that title as a friend.
Yes. Yeah.
If I have indeed called you my friend and you know me on different levels, emotionally, however, in every aspect of my life, you know everything about me, I don't think I can work with you. That's my opinion. I can't work with you on a professional level because the kind of person I am in the office is different from who I am away from the office. And in the office, I'm serious about work, especially when there are deadlines to meet and you have people you report to. There's a paycheck involved. There's money involved. I know that knowing you and what we are and how unserious we are around each other, I don't think we can coexist professionally. I'm just saying, knowing how far we've come. But you've mentioned the point of you meeting each other on the job. Like, on the job, this is, you guys met each other on the job. But if you guys happen to have, like, a certain emotional connection away from the job, I don't think I can work with you on a professional level. Except we have the same emotional maturity. Women are different. Women are
Yeah.
not like men. I would say it's
Yeah.
different for men. But for women, you have to look at emotional maturity, look at so many things, because I know stories and stories on Reddit, stories on social media about friends that start up something together, start going to a partnership business together. They start a partnership and then they grow together, they grow the business together, they have the same profit margin, they make the same money and all of that, and they thrive because those people, they've clearly set boundaries, they know how it is. So let's even talk about the boundary setup. To what extent are you going to set boundaries with someone who you call your friend in the office? To what extent? What and what can you do together? What and what can you not do together? How do you draw the line between friendship and work in a professional environment?
Okay, like I said, it still boils down to the kind of person,
Yeah.
right? So, if it happens to be, let's say, this person is me. Let me use myself as the example. If I have a friend and I call this person my friend and we work together, right, in a particular place, I don't think that me working with my friend will make me unserious. We are both there for the paycheck. So if you're unserious, you get kicked out. That's your business, right? So I feel that when we get to work, we should act like we are working for our paycheck.
Yeah.
So we can't be, yeah, we can joke and laugh and tease people, even gossip about, our colleagues. But I feel that when it comes to work, you should work. When it comes to play, you should play, right? So there's something you ask him.
How do you draw the boundaries, and what are the expectations of you? What are the expectations you should place on someone you've called your friend in the workplace?
Okay, so for someone I call my friend in the workplace, expectation, I will expect you to be a bit more. I will expect favoritism. All
That's
right.
the problem.
No, calm down, calm down. See,
That's the problem.
I'm going to favoritism,
Okay.
right? So, if for example, you are aware of something that's going to go right or wrong in the office, I expect that you come and tell me first
As your friend.
as your friend.
Okay.
Right? If you are aware that, oh, probably I'm going to be queried for something I did, I'm going to be queried for something I did, I expect you to come and tell me first, I just heard something that you are going to be queried with. So I cannot prepare myself because I have that foreknowledge for that query. Right? I don't think you're getting my point.
Yeah.
That is one of the benefits of working with my friend in the same space. So I expect that like that's what do I call it? Having my back, right? In the workplace. That's so if you can't have my back, then what are you doing there?
Yeah.
Just join the other people now. Just be my acquaintance or my colleague.
Okay.
So if you should have my back, the way I will also have your back in the workplace. So that's one of the expectations that well, one of the things I expect from my
So when you
friend
call your friend in the workplace.
in a workplace, right?
Okay.
Then you talk about boundaries,
Yeah.
right? So boundaries depend on what you call boundaries. Depends on what
The
you
kind of boundaries I mean are like we're now talking about people walking in the same pedestal on the same level, they're growing together, and then I happen to have a friend that, okay, fine, something happens and then you get skipped on a promotion and then your friend gets promoted. So it now boils down to you, your friend reporting to you at work, and this person with a new level With the new level comes new responsibilities, higher responsibilities. It could involve me giving you additional tasks. You have to send reports to me. You have to do this. You have to do that. Being my friend, I'm just talking about the kind of person that I am on a very deeper level. The kind of person I am. People are different. Like, I know that my friend is the one that's assigned me this task. If someone who is like my boss has assigned me a task to get something done, and at a particular time there's a timeline for it to get done, I wouldn't let anything else interfere in the delivery of that task, no matter how pressing it is. But if it's my friend that has given me a task to deliver, if something pressing comes up, I always said that my friend will understand that I have to attend to something more pressing. That job could be kept aside. At the same time, I could communicate to my friend, oh no, please, I can't deliver this task at this particular time. This is something that I have to attend to. Please just give me like an extended timeline or something. But I wouldn't want to ask that. I don't have that leverage or that liberty to ask for such time extension with someone who's not my friend. You get what I mean? So you see where the favoritism comes in, because it is bound to happen, and I expect my friend to understand. Do you understand? You're my friend. You should understand how this is what's going on with me, going on with my life. But if you're someone who's not my friend, has given me a task, I will do everything. I will defy every gravity to get that task submitted or set up at the timeline that has been given to me. You see why I say I can't work with a friend? I cannot. And then that friend, at the same time, in order not to deliver, I'm flipping the side right now. Let's say I'm the person who has given my friend a task, and my friend calls me to say, oh please, I can't work on this. I would naturally take up the task myself to get it done, because there's people that we're reporting to and someone who should take up this task. This is the reason why I can't work with a friend directly in the same team, because there's bound to be favoritism. There's bound to be a lot of biases, because naturally things that I can't take from whoever that is not my friend or just my colleague, I would be able to take it from a friend. And that's not what professionalism is. That's not what a work environment is. There's bound to be a lot of bias. Aside, maybe you're just like in a very a professional level that you've kept yourself. There's a pedestal that nothing can interfere with any tasks that have been given or any assignments that have been given. No matter how close I am to this person who has assigned me this task, I'll get it done and delivered. That's the favoritism you're speaking of. Let's not talk about giving me information about, giving me the office tea, telling me what's going on. Of course, that's ideal. We should gossip. That's what we're friends. We should cut eye for each other in meetings. We should be emotional support for people, because 9 to 5 can be very hectic. You need someone to run to at some point, someone to run to and talk about things going on with you, just like an emotional shoulder you can cry on. Of course, you need people like that in the office. Someone you can talk about, colleagues that you don't like, coworkers that you don't like, someone who just really spills the tea for you sometimes. We need that, and we all have that. Maybe they're not really just your friends, they're just colleagues that you're close to and you can share information with. Of course, that's ideal. That's ideal. Co-workers do that to each other, whether they are friends or not. Co-workers, they have gossip mates in the office, don't you? They are not your friends. After work, it ends there. They continue the next day when we come back to the office. So I don't think genuine, real friendships thrive in a workplace. Now I'm talking about genuine, real friendships. I'm not talking about people that I met on the job. I'm talking about someone who you have a deep emotional connection with. And that's why people, the corporations, organizations, institutions, they don't encourage family members to work together. I don't know if you know that's a policy in corporate world. Family members can work together. At the same time, spouses cannot work together. Most organizations have that policy because of reasons like this. I don't believe friendships, genuine, real, emotionally bound friendships, can thrive in a workplace.
Okay, so let me answer that.
Yeah.
For me, I feel it still boils down to the person.
Okay.
So this person has been promoted to, let's say, manager, right? The manager is not the owner of the business, right?
Yeah.
It's just one of the what's the English now?
One of the staff in the
staff
office.
or the executives,
they
right?
report to someone else.
Right. Okay, so if I have a friend that is a manager and I know that it is not her business, she's also an employee like me, then she gives me a task, and every time I'm always saying, oh, I won't be able to, I'm also putting her job at risk.
Yeah.
So if I have that understanding, see, it's all boils down to the person. If I have to understand that, you know what, it's not about her, it's about the company as a whole, who is on top. So if it's our business, okay, fine, it's your business now. You're the guy, you don't report to anybody, so you can actually cut me some slack. When I know that this particular person has an MD or a GM to report to, I won't want to joke with her own job as well. So even if I want to say, okay, fine, maybe very few times, oh, I'm sick, I won't be able to. Okay, can I submit it tomorrow instead of today? Right? That's normal. Do you get? So if I have a friend that, how do I put it now, that does not respect, I guess, me, what we have, to the point that you joke with my job, that's not a friend. So you see, boss, as I say, it still boils down to who that person is. There are some friends that this one, no, we can't work together. Some friends that we can work together. If, for example, I come into a place and I see that you are the supervisor, I know that you have a very nasty boss. I don't want to put your job on the line.
Okay.
Do you understand? Right? That doesn't mean that I cannot ask for favors, but it should be very, very few occasions. You know that it's not even about if someone being your friend. You can also have a manager that just likes you and say, you know what, if I okay, you know what, you submit it tomorrow, and that person is not your friend. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You understand? You can have people that are just, maybe that's just their nature, to not be too hard-hearted or not be too, they don't have iron fist when it comes to, relating to their subordinates, right? So I don't think it's about, asking one or two favors is always about friendship or having a friend up there. You can ask your boss, even your HR, for, okay, fine, I need a break. I can't submit this today. I want to do it tomorrow. Well, I'm in the hospital. They always give you the slack. But when it becomes
A routine,
like every time,
thing.
I can't, now, guy, understand now. I can't do this thing now, tomorrow. That means you don't actually, you are not a good person. But like, you're not a good person. Because if you were up there, would you, But to be safe, I don't want my friend at all in my space.
Yeah.
I don't want my friend at all, because they know the kind of friends that they have. Do you get? So, but me as a friend, I would not want my friend to be uncomfortable working with me. Because it is not our father's company. It is, do you get? It's not our father's. It is, we are working for the same person, the same boss. So you take your job seriously.
Yeah.
I have a friend I feel we can work together in the same place.
Okay.
Because she's very serious. And then when we get there, we'll both be serious. Do you understand? I think it just takes one person to just, change the narrative. If you and I work in the same place, and we get to the office, and I'm serious, you'll be serious.
Are you sure you'd be serious?
No, jokes apart, you'll be serious. Why do I say so? Because I'm not giving you that environment to play with me. Do you understand? Yes. So once we get there, I'm like, please, I'll see you by 5 o'clock. Don't stress me. I'll see you by 5 p.m. We can go home together. Even you go and face your job. Go and face your work. But once I give you that enabling environment to laugh with me, joke with me, drag me, I drag you, push me, I push you, then one day they'll sack two of us. I will be back on the street looking for a job. Do you get? So like I said, it's not about about friendship, it's about the person. Then there are persons too, your colleagues, right? I'll keep asking you for favors until you feel like sacking them. You're not your friends. We say, good afternoon, please. My son is in the hospital today. Tomorrow, my husband, his leg broke. Next tomorrow, my mother-in-law is not did not wake up. Then my father-in-law, and the person is not your friend.
Yeah.
But they can be very overbearing, and they can learn to, give them a yard, they take a mile. Do you understand? So, like I said, I don't think it's about friendship, or it's just who people are. Who people are, in my opinion, right? So I can work with a friend, but it depends on who the person is.
The friend is.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it just depends on the foundation to which you guys have your friendship, what brought you together, what are the things you have in common, and so many other things. There are so many things you have to look into. As I'm not saying friendships do not thrive in the workplaces. I've made a lot of friends from my workplaces, or from my workplace. Actually, most of the friends that I currently have, I met them on the job. Right? No, I met them on the job,
Yes,
and they become
and
my close friends.
And something I also want to talk about is having a friend. You guys began your career together, right? And this friend got promoted, and you were not promoted. So I think this thing is just a mindset thing, right? Why do I say that it's a mindset thing? Life is a journey. It's a race. Everybody have their race. Everybody, right? So it could have been you promoted over her. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So the fact that your friend got that position, you should be happy for her. God.
Obviously.
No, I'm getting somewhere.
Okay.
oh, I'm just saying generally, and I'm not talking about you specifically, right? You're happy for that friends. Oh God, you've done for how you do my own for me too, that kind of thing, right? But where it becomes a problem, is when maybe because the friend has gotten the promotion, now starts trying to
Belittle you in ways
belittle you, right? Then hey, becomes we start together. Even if you at least I need to, even if you're not a manager, you don't treat me like that. Do you understand? Because I'm still your friend before you became a manager.
Yeah.
Right. So that is when there's a problem. But if the person that is up there is not, she's trying to, relate with you as friends, as long as you're not taking their job for granted, right? I don't think it's a problem. It's a problem.
Personally speaking, if I have a friend and we're going on the same pedestal and you happen to get a promotion ahead of me, I would be able to work with you. But right now, it now depends on how you act towards me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people change with growth.
Yeah.
If you're no longer my buddy kind of friend, I can't talk to you about certain things because levels have changed in quotes.
Yeah.
There are some conversations we can't have anymore. You're not treating me. You now have a new set of friends because they need to measure up to the same level, the new level that you currently have. I won't be comfortable there. And I would want to leave because I don't know how long I would be able to take the new status quo. I won't be able to, considering the kind of person that I am. So right now, like you're saying, it just depends on the kind of emotional intelligence, the level of emotional intelligence that you as friends have with each
Exactly.
other.
Exactly.
So if someone that we're supposed to grow together, of course I'm excited for you, but at the same time I am hurt because we're supposed to grow together and you just happen to have the recognition before me. A lot of things will change. Dynamics will change. Let's say we used to attend meetings together as people on the same level, and then you grow and I no longer join your meetings, or you now have other meetings that you attend and I'm not there anymore. You now have to report to. You now have give me reported speech as to what goes on or what has happened. But there are some certain privileges that you currently enjoy that I do not enjoy. Of course, I'm excited for you as my friend. I'm not jealous. I'm not a witch. But there are ways that it will hurt me, and there's a level to what I can take as a person. There's a level to the emotional maturity that I will have as to what I'll keep taking. It's not like you're hurting me in any way. You're not hurting me. You're not belittling me.
Yeah.
I'm still your friend. But as a human being, I would want to move away. There are some things I don't want to experience firsthand. At that point, what do I begin to do? I begin to look for another job. Or I begin to look for ways to not work directly with you anymore. I'm just speaking on a personal level because there are things that I want us to experience together and I'm not experiencing it with you. And not because we now have different responsibilities, it's because you're now higher than me. Think about it. I'm being honest. We're emotional people. We have emotional intelligence. We have several things. I don't know how long you would want to put up with that. Or as a person, I don't know how long I would want to put up with that. So friendship in the workplace is something that people have to do with wisdom, emotional intelligence, several things. It's not really, I'm just being very honest as a person. I'm sure people will have different views to what I'm saying. People will have different opinions, just like you're having your own opinions. I wouldn't want to be in the same space with you. I want us to thrive in different environments. We don't have to thrive together. We don't have to grow together. We can spread our tentacles. I can go to some another team, or I can leave the job, grow in your space while I try to find growth somewhere else. I'm just speaking on a very personal level right now. Yeah.
After 5 diaries.
So I do have a question. There are still good sides to having friends at work. There are a lot of good sides. You have someone you go on coffee breaks with. You have someone you go on lunch breaks with. You have someone you whisper to, you text, you talk about coworkers together. You guys laugh. That's the emotional support you need. It's not all gloomy for friendship in the workplace. I think there are more advantages to and disadvantages to it. So we are just coming on the level of what if things go wrong and there's a growth process and then someone is going higher than you, or maybe the management prefers one particular person and the other person is just there, just the other person is shining more than the other, and then the other person is just there, there's no growth, you're just stuck. That's where the downside comes in. Of course, there are so many good things about having friends in the workplaces. Like I said earlier, it depends on the foundation of your friendship, and if you guys met on the job.
Okay, so I would like to address that. I would like to address what you said concerning, you know, your friend being promoted, and they start attending meetings where, of course, you're not fit to sit in those, in those rooms, right? And she comes to give a reported speech, and you feel that she's beginning to move with the
new bosses, and you're not there. You're not in the same pedestal with her anymore.
You're not there. For me, it's, I'm the kind of person I like to be very realistic with myself. I feel it's something that you need to deal with personally.
Yeah.
Right? It's coming from a place. It's not. It's coming from that person could have been anybody and not your friend. So if it was not your friend there, right? If that person was not your friend, you will not have a problem with her.
I won't have a problem with it.
Yes, hold on. With her rolling with the big bosses, right? Just calm down. You don't have a problem with her. What's the word? Problem with her going into meetings or into rooms that you're no longer fit to be in. But because it's your friend, you have a problem with it. Something you need to deal with. I think it's coming from a place of, for me, it's coming from a place of, will I use the word, maybe, will I say pride? If I say pride,
That's nothing to do with pride.
No. I don't know if pride is the correct word to use. I'm still trying to search for the word in my head, right?
Ego, jealousy.
No. See, hold on. There's nothing wrong with being jealous. So that's one funny thing. Nothing wrong with being jealous, right? Is envy.
I think there is nothing wrong with being envy. It's jealousy that people have a problem with. Envy and jealousy are two different things.
I think I've read that thing.
Yes, they are two
different things.
Being envious of someone, it doesn't mean that you're wishing them bad.
No,
you're
I
wishing
think
them evil.
it's jealousy that's
the bad one.
No, that is the good one. Envy is the bad one.
I don't think
I've
so.
read it.
Maybe you should consult the dictionary.
You know, say God. No, say God is a jealous God. So jealous cannot be the bad one.
Okay.
Yeah, envy is the one that is unreasonable. Like you are just envious, you are just bitter. This person has not hurt you. You just want to I wish this person would just fall down and die. You know, that kind of thing. So I think it's from a place, of, let me call it envy. Oh, why is it her, not me?
No, that's not the angle.
No, see, no.
That's
see,
not what I'm saying.
That's not what you are saying.
Why can't it be both of us?
It can't be both of you.
No, I'm just saying, of course, life happens.
The thing is that
life happens.
Life happens, right?
Okay.
That's why I say everybody's in a personal race, right? One person will have to be there. That's the truth. We cannot have two CEOs in the company, right? We cannot have two.
And I'm not saying we came into that company together.
That does not mean people grow together. People have different destinies, right?
Okay.
You don't even know what God's plan for you is. Maybe it's for you to
maybe God's plan for me is to leave. Maybe that was my cue to leave. Do you understand? I'm just really like being very realistic here. Let's see.
What if
I'm just being very realistic?
That's
my cue
to leave.
This is not my place.
One. Number two. What if it's your cue? Is a cue to work on your character?
What do you mean? Work on which character?
You're not understanding.
There's nothing wrong with my character.
You don't understand. You have to break that thing that makes you uncomfortable seeing your friend go into rooms you can no longer sit in. It's a problem. No, it's a problem. You have to deal with it. No, so honestly, they will see him. You have to deal with it. It's a problem.
It's not about me dealing with it. I'm saying there's much to how you can deal with a thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. As long as your friend is not rubbing it in your face or making you uncomfortable. If my friend is rubbing it in my face
and you feel you can no longer stay there, fine. If your friend,
she doesn't have to just like outrightly rub it in my face. It's just like it's always happening and happening and happening. This is something we're supposed to be experiencing together as friends.
Who told you?
This is something we're supposed. See,
who told you must experience it together?
In organizations, ideally, everybody should have the same level of growth. Ideal, but situations are not ideal. Ideally, we're in the same team. We're supposed to be we join the institution. We join the company together. We are reporting to the same boss. We're doing everything together. There's a growth process in a corporate organization.
Can I ask a question?
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish. In a corporate organization, this is the number of times or number of years you should spend on this particular level.
Yeah.
Ideally, maybe when you get to a certain stage, you're able to get to the next level. And then maybe something happens, not like maybe something you did as an individual. Maybe systems changed, or maybe there was a glitch somewhere, or maybe it wasn't the ideal situation anymore. And then a growth happens to happen for everybody. There's a promotion for everybody, and then maybe your name was just omitted. Not like you did anything wrong, not like your appraisal was wrong, not like you were not delivering on your tasks, not like anything was wrong, but there was just something just happened, and you just happened not to be promoted, and then your friend grows. I'm excited for my friend. I am not jealous. I am not envious. I'm trying to use the two words. I am not. Let's be very realistic, Joy. It's not like I did anything wrong. It's not like anything went wrong in any place. But I was just happened not to be promoted and my friend went to the next level. It will hurt me as an individual. But at the same time, life goes on. Life goes on. We have to keep growing. And then my friend has new responsibilities, has new roles. Of course, I'm still going to reflect the things I know that we're supposed to be experiencing together and we're not experiencing it. As an individual, as a human being, it is going to hurt me deep down in my bone marrow. No matter how emotionally intelligent or how emotionally mature that I am, it's going to hurt me in my bone marrow. Not because I'm not excited for my friend's growth. Not because I'm not happy for her that she grew. But for the fact that I am not meant to be here and this is where I am. Ideally, realistically, I give myself a certain number of time to leave that space. Not because I'm a bad person, but because I can't take it anymore.
So
this is probably my cue
from
heaven.
So if I understand you, right?
So that's the angle I'm coming from, not from any other angle that I'm not intelligent.
Okay. You
or
would
maybe like I'm not a bad. I should work on my character. No, it's not a character
no, you
thing.
don't. You're not understanding
it's not a behavioral thing.
What I mean by character is that you said, what if it's your cue to leave? I said, what if it's a cue to work on your character? When I said character, is like for you to be comfortable, right? When someone that you feel you guys are meant to grow together goes ahead of you, for you to be comfortable walking there without feeling some type of way. That's what I mean by character. I'm not saying your character as a human being is bad. I say that character, right? Then number two, if your friend is promoted, you are not. I don't think you take it on her. When I mean take it on her,
I'm not taking
no,
it
calm
on
down.
her, yeah.
Sense that I don't think I can work here anymore. The fact that she's going here, I'm not going there, it's hurting me and everything. It could have been anybody else there. So the reason it is, I'm not saying that it's not going to be painful seeing your friend, grow and all that. It's going to be. But my own is that I want you, or let me say, I want people to be comfortable, right? Seeing people go ahead of them and not feel some type of way. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you want to leave the company, it's fine, right? If you want to stay, if your friend is rubbing this in your face, fine, maybe for your mental health you want to go, that's fine. But I'm just saying that people should learn to be comfortable when people go ahead of them, or people you might even think that, I deserve this, but somebody else got it. Be comfortable
enough
and just be comfortable with it.
All right.
Do you know why I say so? Because it could have been you there and your friend would be the one that was not promoted, right? So you are seeing it from the place of I was the one that was not promoted, but it could have been you that was promoted and your friend was there. Okay, Ifunaya is there, me, I'm just here now. Wow, Ifunaya is now rolling with big bosses now. Wow, she's not pick my call. I'm sure because she's not a manager, she's not pick calls again. Meanwhile, maybe that's not even your intent. Maybe you're actually busy, but because the person is feeling that she's supposed to be the one there, right? Then any little thing you do is because you're not a manager. Because you're not a manager. Are you getting my point? So, I for one, right, if my friend gets promoted, we enter together and everything, and definitely I'll feel bad. I'll feel bad. But I would want to train myself, right, to be able to see people succeed before me and not feel some type of way about it. Even if I feel, I don't act on it because I feel that I should be the one, or we could have done it together. But you see, even if you give birth to twins, right, they cannot succeed at the same pace. That is the truth. Even twins, even sisters, there's always one that will do better than the other. People don't have, that's all fingers are not equal. One person will definitely go. Even if you and I start a business today, right, we start the same business, but I doing it like separately, one will be bigger than the other. That's it. And there are many factors that come into play when it comes to this. So that is my own opinion about that. It's like I said, it's not going to be easy, right? But I feel that you just have to break. See, as a human being, if you there's one proverb we say in my place, like if you scratch your body the way it's scratching you, you injure yourself, right? You get what I'm trying to say. So I feel that you should learn to like just what's the word? You just learn to adapt and handle some things. It's not, like I said, it's not going to be easy, but you have to just try. You get, because it could have been you that is there. How would you receive your friend's behavior because you were promoted? You have is this guy jealous of me? Why do you want to leave the company? But I'm not treating you badly now. Are you getting my point? I'm not treating you badly now. If I know that's not what I meant now. And after leaving the company, trust me, your friendship will not be the way it used to be, because you'll be like, I better let her just stay on her own. I beg, all these things. I know the way women can be. Trust me.
So the fact that you're trying to say that for things like that should not be my cue to look for another job.
Exactly. It should not be the cue to find. Okay, no, it should not.
So I better pray you that you're never in a situation like this. I'm just telling you that's my cue to intensify my job search. Yeah, are you serious right now? I'm not saying that.
Honestly,
I'm not saying that.
Let me ask you a question.
Because my friend was promoted.
Let me ask you a question. That is the reason.
Of course, yes.
It's the reason why you are leaving. Because if she wasn't promoted, let's assume. Okay, let me ask you a question.
If we were promoted together, of course.
Let me ask you a question. If there were 100 people on that list, 98 got promoted, and 2 of you are promoted, would you stay back?
It should be our cue to look for another job together.
But you will not feel bad the way you're feeling bad now.
You see,
that means her growth. That means her growth is your problem.
Oh my god,
that's what it means. Her growth is her growth is paining you.
Her growth is not.
It's paining you. Her growth is paining you. It should not pain you.
Hey, Jesus Lord.
See, the only reason why I would say resign or look for another job is if you feel that, for sake of your mental health, this person is becoming very arrogant and bossy, and she doesn't treat you the way.
Why does there have to be a particular reason, a justifiable reason to leave? Why does it have to be boiled down to making my friend feel good and not making my? What about me? No, let me rephrase what I just said. In an organization, there's nobody in 9 to 5 today that you will say they're not applying for jobs. Nobody wants to spend a number of time, like spend all their years in one particular industry. One particular institution. I'm going to put it out to you right now. The day you get a job in a new place, trust me, you're already applying for other jobs, because you wouldn't want to spend like most of your years in a particular organization.
That's general for everybody.
But
you are saying.
So what I'm trying to say right now is, if I get passed on a promotion, on a job or something, even ideally, let's remove friendship from this whole matter. I get passed on a promotion. Ideally, it should make me intensify searching for a new job. I'm not saying that, of course, people get passed on promotions. It happens. But that is the cue. Maybe that's your cue to maybe intensify your job search.
Okay.
Now you're trying to like maybe make me feel good, or make my friend feel good, or make the reason, like a justifiable reason as to why I have to intensify my job search. Let it not be because my friend got promoted and I don't want to be in that space. Why do I have to mince words or paint it? I don't have to paint it or make it look good, make the situation look good. This is the reason why I'm leaving. This is the reason why I'm looking for another job. I don't want to be here. You're my friend. I don't want to be here. I'm being very realistic. I don't want to be here with you. I want us to grow. Our growth might not be. I keep telling you that this is my cue to look for growth somewhere else. Maybe that's not where I'm meant to be.
What if you're making a mistake?
How is it a mistake to look for something better for yourself?
After 5 diaries.
So have you had like a friendship in a workplace that you had a friend at work, and then you guys were quite close, maybe not really like the emotional one that I'm talking about, just friends, casual friends at work, and then you guys had a fallout? Was there ever a situation like that?
No, I've never really had.
You've not had?
I've not had any.
I have. Not really at work. Maybe something, it was like a business that we're supposed to start together. Like a business I was supposed to start with a friend. We're all planning, making all the plans together, and then that's this whole partnership, friendship partnership, whatever it is, whether it's business like or in 9 to 5, whatever it is. Friends, friendship is just like a relationship, because I keep hammering and dwelling on emotional connection a lot, like really, really emotional connection. When betrayal comes in friendship and relationships, it takes a lot of work to get it back to what it used to be. It's quite a lot. I think relationships are, I don't know, I want to say it. It's my own personal opinion. Relationships, it's better to build romantic relationships. It's easier getting back in romantic relationships than getting back in normal friendships that have fallen out. Do you agree with me? Do you agree?
Because a man is involved. You like
It's
man.
not about a man. Like,
You like a man too much. So time to get back with man, you don't have problem. But to get back to your fellow girl now, it's very difficult.
I don't like you, this girl.
Yes, now because you love man. Because I don't see why it's so difficult to get back to a woman.
Hey, God.
But a man, they say it's easier for a romantic relationship.
I'm just telling you, it's easier. You agree with me. You know this. You know. Don't let me open your mouth. So it's easier. So I wanted to start a business with a friend, like a friend of mine. We're supposed to start a business together. We're already making all the plans, everything. I don't want to go into details. I'm just trying to tell you that business ruined, and since then we've not gotten back together. It's been 9 months. I don't want to go into the details of what happened. We're supposed to start a business together, but it didn't work out. And we're supposedly we're friends, like we're this tight, and you know this person, but I don't want to call names, right? You know this person. So this business did not start, and the friendship is gone. So could we not have worked out this friendship? I know we are two women, we have a lot of pride, and I don't know, I'm not going to be the one to fall for you or call you or do whatever. So we're just like going at loggerheads, who calls each other first. But I don't have that energy to work on that friendship anymore, because it really, really went south. Like, it was really bad. So I'm just trying to say that friendship, if that sort of thing happens in a workplace, thriving in that environment, in your office, in your workplace, would be difficult, right? Because you know that particular person is in that space. So many things, you'll be working on eggshells. There'll be a lot of gossips here and there. Of course, even though you still get your job done, but it's you're doing that job on a certain level that you're not comfortable with. Even though you have to deliver, your paycheck is involved.
Yeah.
But if your friend is in that space and there has been a fallout, there's so many things at stake. So many things at stake. With you emotionally, you won't be so comfortable saying the things you want to say, the place where she sits or he sits. You won't be comfortable walking around there. And then you guys will now be picky on so many things. The boss is there, picky on this, you're taking sides, you're that, you're all that. So I think friendship in the workplace is something, I'm not saying people shouldn't embrace it. They should. A lot of great friendships have been formed at work. Like I said, I have a lot of friends. Like, friends that I've had over time are from my workplace. Right? What time do we even have to go outside and meet other friends? You have to make friends from the place where you work, because that's where we spend all our time. I'm just saying that it has to be done with a certain level of emotional maturity. And you guys need to know the kind of boundaries you draw, the kind of boundaries you set. This is time for work. When it's time for work, let's get our job done. When it's time to catch up and be mushy, let's give that all our best. Right? That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so I want to address the issue of fallout in the place of work, or fallout with friends. So there's this particular, the older you grow, I believe the wiser you should be. Some things that I would have done maybe when I was 20, right? I cannot do now, because experience has taught me better. Do you understand? So it was recently I understood this Bible verse that says, anger lies in the bosom of fools. Before, I don't understand this. I thought it was just, but people lose this because of anger. So you have that friend that you guys, had a fallout at work. Trust me, there's going to be tension when you guys are together. If it's a friend you really like, even your heart will even be beating when you see her, like, God, this girl, she's here.
Yeah.
Right? She's everything, blah, 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 blah. But you know that you can solve that thing with just one move.
Conversation.
Let's say Jane, what's up? I want to talk to you, right? This thing really hurts me. I love you as a friend, even if that thing is paining you, right? But that conversation, that's just that discussion will just end that thing there. And to not take a strand of hair from your body, it will not make you less beautiful or less intelligent or less anything. Do you get? And you'd have saved that business or that friendship. Are you getting me? When people say be the bigger person, I say, "Nah, I won't be the bigger person. I'm tired of it." No, sometimes it's just for your peace of mind.
Counselor.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's just see what I have learned. It's just for your peace of mind. And those are people that are always angry. They lose things a lot. Like if as they call one, I call him Angry Bird. You know this Angry Bird game. I see you should have made you the game. You should have put you in that game and be jumping up and down. So people lose things. See, I have lost things because of anger. Go to hell, I'm not doing this to hell with you. But I realized that when you are calm, you now realize that you're actually very foolish. That's when I realized that anger lies in the bosom of fools. It's actually a very great advice.
Yeah.
You get? Let's just say this thing. I had a friend, right? She was doing a project. She was paying for an advert. And this girl paid, I think, about ₦1 million for this advert. And she called somebody. And she was like, "Oh, I paid." I think I was talking to her anyhow. I almost say, "Give me the phone. Let me tell this guy his life history." This person was calm. She was like, "Okay, what do I do now?" Or I understand. I was like, what's going on? What is happening? Are you begging him? You paid money. But I realized that, do you know that after a couple of weeks or a couple of months, she and that guy worked together on a project, and the guy has influence, had platform, and he promoted her, and the thing went boom. Imagine that she reacted to that guy's nonchalant attitude when she was trying to address her money issue. Should have lost out on that thing. Do you understand? Do you get? So this, I don't know the person that you're referring to. You say I know her, but maybe later, but I don't know her now. So if this person, you guys like, had a business proposal and all that, so a business plan, and everything went south, just walking up to her and say, Mrs. Nkechi, or whatever, this thing you did to me really hurts me. I love you as if I want to work with you, blah, 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 blah. She will say what? She will not say that thing that is in her mind. Okay, if this is what you did to me, this is what you did to me, I'm very, very, okay, sorry. Bam, that's ended. One conversation, business restored. Whatever it is you are doing has come back. Well, I
did tell you I didn't want to go into the details.
Yes. I'm not
something I'm going to
I'm not interested in the details.
Yeah.
No matter what happened, right? Just a simple phone call would have solved it.
I agree with you.
That is the truth.
I agree.
So I've had a roommate that we were fighting. I mean, when I'm fighting with you, or when I'm not happy with you, I cannot stay. Tension is your house to be hot. I cannot stay. I'll be like, okay, you hurt me, and I can tell you sorry. We wait here to see Jesus will come. We'll still be here. But me, it's killing me inside. Do you get? I'm like, but will you die? I'll ask her, I don't talk to you. This thing you do, I don't like it too. She now tell me what I did. I don't even know I did. I'm like, oh, that's not how. Oh, that's how you saw it. No, that's not what I meant. Do you get? Then what? We kiss and say sorry. Everybody's okay.
I agree with you, Joy.
So that fallout in a place of work, not being comfortable seeing the person is waste of energy, in my opinion.
It boils down to individuals. Like this whole thing that conversation that we're having, I think is really common amongst girls, because I know that men are more emotionally mature than we are, or women. So I think women can relate more. They are not emotionally more
mature than me.
But it's okay. You see what we're saying? Are you ready? A man wouldn't want to like sit sleep on a particular type of anger and aggression. He will probably talk it out. Oh, I'm a guy, chairman.
Or even forget about it.
It won't even annoy them or get their nerves the way it will annoy a lady.
It's not necessary,
because most things are not necessary for them. I think women will relate to this particular conversation more than the guys.
And I think the older woman gets, the more she should throw some childish things away. As in, you're growing old, for crying out loud. You cannot be behaving like you're in this thing. You're in university, right?
I agree with you, but some friendships are better done away with.
Yes, but see, better done away with, but
after
not
you've had a conversation.
Yes, some people that will do something to you, and you'll be like, this person cannot be my friend. But you leave them on a note, not on a.
Not with animosity
you
or
don't bond
anything.
bridges. Just leave it there. One day you might need to cross it.
Okay, you're right. I agree with you.
After 5 diaries.
Let's play some quick fire questions. All right, we'll just wrap up with this. I see. Bring it. Would you rather work with a friend who overshares or underdelivers? I just need you to answer like straight up. Don't give me explanations. Okay. Would you rather work with a friend who overshares or underdelivers?
Overshares.
You like overshares, at least they'll bring the entertainment for you. Me too. Would you report your friend if they were doing something unethical at work?
No. Let God catch them. Let's what's the word?
Unethical at work. Would you report them? And if there's really something at stake that could affect
No,
your
I
job,
would warn the person.
you would want to talk to them first.
Yes,
about
I'll warn the person about it.
Exactly. Same thing with me.
Yeah.
Have you ever pretended to be friends with someone at work just for the sake of survival?
Then let's be friends because survive. I've never needed to survive. I've never been in that position.
Yes, I have. Not really pretend. I just pretend to get along with you for the sake of survival. Not like I call you my friend.
Yeah.
Yes. Me, I've
It's
had to do that.
it's normal.
It's
It's normal. It's part of life.
That's part of cubicle diplomacy. It's just being diplomatic.
Yeah.
All right, let's really like talk about, like, try to advise people. Let's put it out there, tell people what they should do if they found themselves in a space where they are working with a friend, and how they should navigate friendship in the workplace. We're not saying do not make friends at work, but have a certain level of maturity while doing it. Let's tell people who are trying to make friends at work, people in 9 to 5, they don't have time to hang out. I come to work at 8. I spend my entire day there, and I'm leaving by 5, or maybe I'm probably leaving by 6 p.m. These are the people that I work with. These are the people that I spend my entire day with. So there's no way we can form friendship from there. So we just need to know to the extent that we would take the friendship. So let's advise people. We're not saying that you can't make friends at work. You will, and you definitely will. You will make friends at work. You just need to know the kind of emotional maturity you should put into it, and how far you can go with a particular friend that you meet at work. You want to say something?
Okay, so for me, there's nothing bad with making friends at work, or working with friends, or you working with your longtime friend. You guys have to just be serious-minded individuals. You are working for somebody's company. You have to take the job seriously. Don't bring your unseriousness into somebody's business. Right? That's what I would say. Then, two, you should also know how to resolve conflict. When you guys have issues, don't be petty. Don't be childish. It won't take anything for me to just say sorry, or let's talk about it. What really happened? Let's discuss about it. Even if the person is your work friend or colleague, right? Just learn to resolve conflicts, maturely. As adults, right?
Yeah.
So persons that when some persons, depends on your upbringing, some persons, their own is to shout. Person don't like being shouted at. Like, you are shouting at me. I'm not shouting. I'm not shouting. That's right. I'm not shouting. you understand? You are shouting. I'm not shouting. That's how I talk. Okay. So just learn to resolve, conflicts
as adults. Have conversations. Conversations can really go a long way.
Yes.
It's just that people try to avoid it a lot. I don't want
so
to.
many. See,
Many
and sometimes
people.
even people that are old. When I mean old, people that are 50, they don't know how to communicate. They rather walk out than tell you that thing. Just sit down and talk. No. They rather walk out on you than talk with you. So
yeah, I agree with you. I can't agree with you less. So I have some 1 or 2 listener stories, friendship in the workplace. I'll just really read them. Hey Funa, I love the show. I had a work bestie who ended up dating my manager without telling me. I found out at party. They announced their engagement. I was the last to know. We don't talk anymore. What do you have to say?
We don't
to
talk anymore.
we don't talk anymore. So somebody that I call my friend was dating somebody in the office, and I did not know
Up
about
to the
this
point of
relationship,
engagement.
and they are getting engaged. Oh my god.
Accept your destiny, accept your fate, and move on.
Accept your fate and move on.
I did not tell you now.
Yeah, move on. That friendship it was never a friendship to start with. That you would have a whole ass relationship, and then you guys are now thrived to getting engaged, and I did not know about it, and you call me your friend. It's okay. Friendship is over. Go into your marriage. I'm happy for you both. But just, I'm not your friend anymore.
Wish them the best, and
all right. Let's see this one. The promotion that ended a brotherhood. A man working in a Lagos telecom firm had a close friendship with a colleague until one got promoted to become team lead. The new team lead began micromanaging his friend, giving him harsh feedback in meetings and excluding him from key decisions. What we were saying. He changed overnight. The friend said, eventually the tension exploded during a team review. The promoted friend accused his former buddy of underperformance in front of the entire department. They haven't spoken since. The fallout even affected team morale, with others feeling forced to pick sides. What do you have to say?
So, the position just revealed who he is. So,
Right.
if you're an arrogant person, right, and you get promoted, you will start displaying your arrogance. That's it. As I say, it depends on who the person is. So you cannot call someone your friend and you are giving the person harsh feedback in front of other person. You're not the person's friend. We're never the person's friend. You just wanted to just get there and show your true color. So that's who he is.
Yeah. Another story, this should be the last one. James, 21, had a tight friendship with a colleague in Lagos. They lived in the same compound and shared everything, until James heard rumors that his friend was bad-mouthing him to co-workers. I knew it was over when a mutual friend told me he was struggling with addiction. I reached out and he was still acting like a dick. Sorry, pardon my French. James didn't want to rekindle the friendship. He just wanted to check in. But the cold response confirmed the friendship had soared beyond repair. Yeah. So it's just a question of individuals, who they are, and you not communicating to your friend, someone you've called your friend. Like I said, I expect a lot of things from you as my friend. You're responsible for me, I'm responsible for you. I know we're two individual persons, we're two adults, but there's a certain level of responsibility I expect from someone I've called my close friend at work. So if you're not delivering on that, then we're not called friends. We shouldn't be friends. We shouldn't be. All right. It's been great catching up with you, my friend. How has it been?
It's been exhausting.
Exhausting talking with me.
Yep.
I don't like you anymore.
Never liked you.
All right, final thoughts.
Okay.
So just give me your final thoughts. Tell my listeners, what should they do about friendship in the workplace? Should they embrace it or run from it?
So I think friendships are beautiful.
Yeah,
They're beautiful.
They really are.
You don't know who is going to help you tomorrow. You don't know who is going to, pick you up when you're down tomorrow. So I feel that you should embrace friendships, but be careful who you pull into your, inner circle. Right? You can have 10,000 friends, right? But your real friends, because relationships are what they call it, a currency. One phone call from someone can change your life. Oh, I know this person. Oh, let me make a call, and So I feel friendships should be embraced in all spheres of life, but just be very careful. Know people for who they are, beyond the office, beyond the four walls of wherever you are working. Who is this person? Know them. What kind of spirit do they have? Don't go and make friends with a wizard and bring them into your home, right? Yeah, it's real. How I get him is real. People wear suits to cover a lot of things. Right? We have people that. Yeah, not what is in my mind.
You better say it.
We have rapists in suits. Do you get? So you have to be very careful who you call, like who you bring into your circle. You can't just say hi in the office, right? Hey, can be friendly with them, but who you bring into your inner caucus, right? Be very careful. Know them for who they are. Know their character. Right, because the character of a person is who the person is.
Exactly.
So if you are not a good person, to show your character.
Yeah.
How do they treat people?
All right, thank you, my friend. It's been nice catching up, hanging out with you today. Thank you for the eye-opening insights you brought to this conversation today.
You're welcome.
All right, to my listeners, I want to know what your views are. What's your friendship like in the workplace? Do you keep friends? Do you run away from them? What's your view about this topic today? Send me your reports, or send me your views on Instagram. Send to my DM, put in the comment section, like, comment, share your reviews on this particular topic that we've discussed here today. Till next time, I'll be bringing something else as juicy and as relevant as this. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms, our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Follow my personal LinkedIn page at iamphuna Ugo Princess. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at the After 5 Diaries. Till next time, I am Funa. Thank you, Joy.
Bye.